Team Storror is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia.
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
Running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
training, doing new challenges,
evading security,
time trials,
massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it!
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding, and having a parkour game on major consoles.
Right then, right. Let's see if the guys are ready.
Hello.
All right then. All right. So, ready?
As we'll ever be.
All right then. You're live to 8 millionth people. Right.
Hello,
Gary.
What's up, guys?
No
Hello.
pressure, yeah? Right. Right.
Right, so since we're gonna have like a proper end of milestone wrap up on Monday when Francesca's here and that, and the guys got some bits to do over the weekend, I'll try and not drag this out too long because we're all crunching today.
Yeah.
Just wanted to give you an update. So let me share my screen quick. So, in terms of the buildings that needed revamping, they're basically all done. I'm on to the last one now. Francesca got like all of his done yesterday. Although I have a feeling he's made a mistake with Fort because he said he pushed, but they haven't pushed anywhere. So I think he might have committed them and then not actually pushed it. So I have to get a couple of them Monday. But I've seen like I know the work's done. But I'd be for and a couple of these down here and that. But yeah, we've been going through like revamping all the buildings and that, just bringing them up to meet the rest of them. Florian and Moster have got a little bit to show you as well. They're not finished; they've still got bits to do over today and the weekend, but they've got some stuff to show you over here. But yeah, it's pretty much done, bar a lot of odd jobs here and there that are going to get tidied up over the next couple of days. But come Monday, all the modelling should be in.
Okay, so when you say revamping, it sounded like a big job, right? Like, are you sure that the weekend is gonna be enough for you?
I mean, most of the revamping's already done.
Ah, okay. So
Like all of these buildings
revamping
basically
was in the past, not in the future.
Yeah, that's what me and Francesca have been doing this week.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
all of the buildings from this line that way have had their exterior improved, reworked, brought up to, in terms of detail wise and breaking up the pattern and that, brought up to the level of the rest of the map. There's a couple Francesco's done, like I say, that he thought he pushed. I don't think he's pushed. I think he's just committed them locally. So I'll grab them Monday when he's back. And then I'm on to the last one here, which I'll have finished in a couple hours, 3 hours. And yeah, basically, once everyone's finished tidying up their little odd jobs over the weekend, I'll collate it all Monday and it should be done, modelling wise.
So Francesco never pushed that building in the game, right?
No, no. He sent me a message saying like he's like, right, I'm all done. It's all sorted. Sent me some screenshots. He's like, I'm going to push it now. I was like, all right, sweet. Got on this morning and I can't find a push, like a check-in from him anywhere. So I think, like I say, I think he's committed it locally and thought that was pushing it. But that's mine. I'll pick that up on Monday.
All right. So those so the other building, you say the one next to it, you said that you're gonna like finish today.
Oh, this one, yeah.
So, okay, yeah, because that looks quite empty.
I mean,
side, okay.
You can even see it compared to the other ones next to it that have already been done. How much it just needs bringing up. This one's done. This is one of the ones that Francesco hasn't checked in, so I'll pick that up on Monday.
So the one is also got some more details in it.
Yeah, he's reworked this one.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's looking quite good in our team. We I don't think we're really going to miss it by that much. Like a couple hours just to collate stuff, but
all right. And then like the super headquarters there is that right? Details.
This one?
No, like the short one, the one that the
This one?
MI5 sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. We got these like new detailings on the outside from Frank, because they were just like ugly flat walls, so that sort of revamped that a bit. I've gone back and done some more detailing on the pillars. The only one thing I've got left for this is I just need to make a floor for this, but that's like a 10-20 minute job maybe. I've done the upper floors, I just need to do the lower. But that's really not a big job.
But do you have the floors on all the other buildings?
Yeah.
But
Floors here.
Is that all right? Is that like a mesh or?
Yeah. So what I've done is every time I've done a floor for the roof, I've made it its own mesh. So if we want to use the real geometry, we can. If we end up swapping them out and doing it in texture for performance reasons, we've got a template to work from, something like that. But to begin with, it was a case of like, it's not a very big job and it does a lot to sell the building. So yeah, they're all done everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's quite nice to have those like details because it's a shame that you cannot really see well with the lightings, but yeah, that is what it really sells well. The detailings, right, of the space, and just a quick note before we go on to the masterclass from Florian and Mustafa. Can you go back to your bit? This is just my minor point, but if you look at the side of the building with the strange curvy thing on the roof, the one with the waterfalls there, right there, that being there. What are those things on the side?
These?
Yeah.
Just large structural elements just to break up the pattern of the windows and stuff. They're not really anything per se. They're just a decorative thing.
But what they would be when they with the materials and when the materials are gonna be there, just They're not steel
Something-
or...
Probably something concrete, I'm guessing. It might be steely, but I think that's too much bulk, like reflection is just one big thing. So I imagine there'll be something more closer to concrete or something like that.
Okay, the only thing that I'm not quite sold on this is you you break the the regularity of the grid by just covering it up, right? But it's
No.
still quite yeah.
We got variations in like different types of windows scattered around
Okay.
about that. Do have variation and then just normal wide ones there.
Right.
Yeah, there are breaks in the actual windows. That was just a more. I mean, that wraparound thing is its own. I mean, it's exported as part of it, but it's its own mesh, so I can move it, resize it, delete it if I need to. It was just a more macro breakup rather than just one big tall pillar of the building.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, no, it's just that those elements there, they look, a lot more chunky than the fine-grained details of the rest of the windows. So, yeah, it's just like, it just stands up as a little bit, there is a very fatty, chunky bit, and there is, the rest is very slim, very slim architecture. But anyway, that's just a small...
I'll put it on my list. I'll try and make it less chunky. See if that helps it fit a bit better.
Okay. Can you go? Can you do a fly through the one of the potential route of the player and see how it will look? If you are let's imagine that you are actually playing the game without playing the game.
Yeah, let me just. Suppose I can stay on like that. This up, down, onto that, down here, up this, up the rail, down the side, over the gap, up the rail, up this, through here, this ledge, sort of tic tac off this wall, up, over the rail, up. Francesco's building once it's there, the descent down the inside of it. And you pop out, I believe, somewhere around here. Just say we pop out here. Onto this. Over, down. Oh, interesting. Where do these come from? Oh, that's because we exported something. Oh, yeah, I need to. That's fine. They got caught up with an export by accident. Up, over. Oh, this roof needs a floor as well.
So those are the balancing things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you go into the residential areas, right?
Yeah. Since
Because
it's modeled
it's,
over here.
if you just see from the outside, you just don't really get a feeling of how massive the space is.
Oh, the level's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the level is actually massive. Be across these blocks.
You
Say
take,
the light.
you take the lift there.
There you go. You can take the lift, or you can break in through the cafe.
Yeah.
Because the doors for that little cafe section do actually open. Um, well, I don't actually know what the route is around here.
Okay.
Uh,
But like, did we design with a potential, route to be, yeah,
so,
to
so
yeah.
it's it's a tiny bit awkward because I mean we just basically followed the block out of the previous map. So that route I took is the route you take for the time trial, for example. So it's basically the exact same route. The thing is, with the block out, the route did end here. You could never get up there.
Yeah, okay, but yeah.
So I think Florian's set a way up there now, but you have to go
Yeah, you just have to
through
climb
here,
up the other side.
climb up,
Up
yeah,
here, yeah.
and up that side,
And then you are, yeah, on the top of that.
then you're
So this
up
is
there.
the
Yeah,
highest
RCA.
point, right, of the map, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the RCA tower.
Yeah, it would be would be very nice to have a yeah, a mission that you really need to go to this high points of the map, right? Can you
Yeah.
can I,
Oh, sure.
can I see the details of the helipads? We are streaming, so I really love
Oh,
those
which
details.
I mean, we got two. So we got one over here, which I think I'm a little bit behind on check-ins. I think that's had some work done to it. Because I saw a check-in referring to it, and then this one that was done a while ago.
Yeah, can you go can you look at the main pillar there? It's just so there. It's just so fascinating. Wow, just so many details in there. And the roof, yeah. It's, I really love those details there. And I guess this is the area that you and Mustafa will we fill that blocky area there with even more awesome stuff, right?
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, as of earlier, Moscow was almost done with this area. He's got some
Really?
pathways
Wow.
bit to do. Building wise, I think he said he's finished the building, so he's just on to doing the pathways, which is not a huge job. But he said he's important and to Unreal tomorrow because he's expecting to have it all finished today. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of like collation time, like over weekend or on Monday, where I just bring everyone's work together and drop it in. But yeah, other than being, I suppose, technically a couple hours late, we're basically there.
And with the new gameplay elements, is the level easier to play or without less problem?
A bit easier. I mean, I found a lot more challenges, especially with the dinos and time stuff added.
We still need to get in there together, don't we? No,
Yeah.
we're not done that yet. We should do that this week.
I mean, like actual difficulty wise, I don't necessarily know if it's easier or not. Honestly, you might have to ask someone else because I've played the game constantly for 2.5 years now. So
I'm gonna get in this level today, and have a play around, see how things feel. Because I've got a few changes as well that quite drastically change gameplay that aren't pushed to Dev. But yeah, I need to get in here. On my first impression, some areas look too dense, but I wouldn't know until I play.
yeah, see, you guys keep saying that, but then every time I go and play test the areas that you think are dense, I don't have trouble with them. So
Well, I mean, but like yesterday I was watching, and we can like stuff like thin stairs, like like a lot of control with player. Like you are 10 times better than the average player. That's one thing to remember.
yeah,
So like, if you at any point struggle, you have to imagine that the average player will not be able to do it.
to be fair, the struggle you're on about with the stairs, the collision was fucked up. I had the normals inverted, so I kept getting caught in it, and I couldn't work out why. But it's because the collision was wrong.
Yeah.
I wasn't necessarily struggling like with the gap. I was just flipping into the mesh.
Yeah. But I think in general we just need to like give an extra 20% still in like just space to let things breathe. But I mean, again, I'm saying this, but I need to get and then test it.
But
Yeah.
it also changes drastically when you are like, if you're looking from here, it looks like super dense, but this space is huge. But if you are actually in the space, it may be a little bit more, you know.
I'm vice versa. Like right now, I see a lot of open space.
Yeah.
It's when I'm close up into sections like with the panels and stuff like. Then I'm like, there's actually a lot. The routes aren't as. Again, I don't want to speak without getting in there. So I think before I trash it, let me get in there.
Yeah, I can get and give it a playtest.
Yeah.
It is also weird as well, I've got to admit. And I don't know if this is like the standard way now, because I've got no idea or no direction as to what the missions are for this level. I have no idea where to direct the player to. So I'm just trying to keep like one or two core routes that just go from end to end clear. But if we had like
Well, I think
specific
that's-
objective points, then I could actually like steer people with the environment.
Yeah.
But I steer them to.
I think with that as well, it needs to be like it should be able to move around without like having to steer them in a way. Like almost there's obvious routes, but things are like free and open enough that you can kind of get around however. Like
Yeah.
to start with, and then we can slowly find ways of like forcing movement to be more intentional.
But yeah,
super.
it's looking good. Like I say, we've got some stuff to tidy up this weekend, but it's looking good.
Okay, super. So yeah, I won't steal any more of your time, guys. But yeah, if you guys are happy and you're confident, yeah, super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Probably looks sick though, also. Fucking
I
output
know
is crazy.
Florian and thank you. I know Florian and Mustafa's got them well. I don't know if they want to show it off now, or if they want to do some screenshots later or not.
I can show some stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing I'm working on is like a procedural scattering of elements on the rooftops that still kind of keep to some bounds. So I have this kind of pathway here. And I want to scatter the elements outside of the pathway so they don't collide with any of the walls, the pathway, the pipes, and whatever. And that's what I'm currently like breaking my mind over. And yeah, kind of getting there. And the good thing is once this tool works, I can also use it for the procedural cityscape in the background, which is something that I constantly keep in the back of my mind. So everything I'm working on, I'm kind of already preparing for the next step. And yeah.
And are we using this for like these milestones? Like, are we gonna expect it to be in for Monday?
Yeah.
No,
Definitely. Like as you can see, it's already scattering some things. But big issue I'm having right now is that for whatever reason, when I scatter it with the tool, it messes up the normals.
Right.
But if I just place them in there, they're totally fine.
Yeah.
Still have to figure some stuff out there. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think the scattering there is what it could add that extra density that David was talking
Yeah,
about.
of course.
So
Gonna be very careful not to overcrowd it, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm also like keeping the space for those pathways where you can really walk around and then you can still interact with all of the other elements without having to fear that you're constantly colliding with something.
Yeah, it's a bit like designing. Yeah, it's a so you want to design it like a road, right? Like the middle needs to be empty, but the side is, where all the cool things are, like I don't know, houses and stuff, right?
Exactly.
But the main pathway, the main road, it just needs to be empty for the cars to go through.
Yeah, and I also finished off the top of the elevators with some scaffolding, like maintenance and stuff like that. So yeah, we're at the finishing touches.
Is the elevator's blueprint working? I know you guys had problems with.
Not that I know of.
It's not
That-
too important because I will need to redo it anyway. But
Yeah,
just
I think
if
that's
we
what
are
comes
expecting to
into
see
the-
anything on that or not.
in classic fashion, it worked perfectly when I made it and tested it, and then as soon as I gave it to Florian, something in it changed and broke, and I haven't, because we're planning to do it again in code. I haven't gone back and relooked at it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we okay. Maybe then just don't bother with that right now. Because like if you tell me what is the behavior, I can give you the C++ plugin
Yeah.
relatively quickly. Because again, I really don't trust doing dependencies on blueprints, especially if you're working on different levels and then you have a reference on, floaty level, then you're gonna merge into Gans level, and then you need to keep the reference. It's just yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just that it's nice to have the prototype. So if we're like, yeah, we're gonna have elevators there, we can make
For
put
the
it in.
prototype is good, but make the prototype is still like quite reasonably safe to use.
I
The
attempted
thing
to.
is, I'm like kind of planning with the elevator in mind for some routes, so that when you come from here, you can jump on the elevator, jump to the next one, and then jump on here to go through here and go here. So yeah, I like to experiment with it, and currently the elevators are just kind of bugging around, so I can't really test it or play test it, but I still can kind of figure out what I want to.
I just had a thought actually. Have you tried doing it without there being a door on every single floor? Because
How do
come
you
think, I think that's the only. So you can have like a number of closed shafts between each open one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I ever tested it with every single shaft being open, so I'm wondering if that's causing a problem.
Oh, that could be it.
You've done it every other floor, and that also sounds like a problem that sounds about right for my level of creating tools.
I'll check. I don't have a no opening mesh. Like every mesh is intended to open.
Okay.
I'll create one and check then later on.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it.
Nice one, Florian. Excellent.
Cheers.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
Mosfet, did you want to show anything, or should we just crack on? With our
I
fun?
have something to show. I finished the building and it's all done. Currently, I'm working on the pathways.
Oh yeah.
It's all done, I think.
Nice one, also. Incredible. Like
It's another building.
all of these buildings will be like in the game on Monday, right? All of these.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
I think like as like an example, ironically, like because I see like when I first look at this, I see a lot of open space, right? Which on one hand we could definitely be like, oh, it needs more density, but on the flip side, as a starting point, this is like the perfect kind of density. Like I see a lot of room for like very obvious challenges, and then as we play and figure out more, then we like what I mean. Like it's a lot of like apart from that little greenhouse like props or something, most buildings are pretty much just empty. There's not much props and stuff like that. But that feels like a really stable point to then get that feel of movement. If you know what I mean?
I'm gonna add some proofs in these areas.
Yeah, but yeah, with that, I'd say literally start with this. Make this like we'll check if this is super fun to play, and then we can like build on that. But like this is like the perfect kind of like starting point. And those are straddled. Okay, sick. Damn.
Yeah, and the rest of the facades are like incredible as well. Can you show?
Oh, these are buildings on top of a building, so you can be down in the lower sections and. Oh, okay, no, yeah, I'm bugging.
Yeah,
Oh, I
all of
know.
those. Yeah, all of those details on the outside. Wow, that's right. That is like you know. Yeah, I wonder what sort of gameplay we could add on the sides of each buildings, right? There
That's what I
must
mean. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
there must be
like if you want to
something
level it
different.
up without it clogging the actual, because like here now now you've got free reign to make it cooler. If that makes sense, or like not cooler, but like add more, because you started with a bit more of a canvas.
Yeah.
Banging. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I like
Maybe it's all the
how
blue
the
lines that make it
details
look
always go deeper and
unbelievable.
deeper. Sorry, David. I just talk over you.
No, I was just like obviously the blue lines make it look crazy,
Yeah.
dude. I love it, but to be fair, I take it back. It looks even.
Wow. Yeah. Now this is proper crazy. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, you must have a supercomputer to run all of this.
My computer is too weak for this. I have a Core 3.
Okay, we
Need
need
to upgrade.
proper computer. Well, yeah, that
Nah.
looks so beautiful. So
Thank you.
I can't wait.
All of you guys are smashing it, man. I'll be honest. The output of the level right now looks AAA. It's unreal. Even you guns, dare I say?
You dare? That's fine. You can dare.
You dare? You may dare.
You can
Dare all you wish.
All right.
No, honestly, it's so cool. Yeah, that
Super,
looks.
guys.
God, that's
Right,
awesome.
so we get this thing on Monday, and let's just I mean, for me, David, and everybody, let's just try to get the code in a way that we can really have fun playing this on Monday and see,
Yeah.
what we need to, adjust and whatnot.
Are you saying multiplayer?
Sorry?
Oh my god. Yeah, we need a
Multiplayer.
team-wide session. We need multiplayer up.
Yeah,
We really do.
multiplayer
I mean, let's do it maybe even on Monday. My goal is to get Monday check-in, all of these route stuff, animations we elaborated, stuff stable. So, and then I'm just gonna watch you guys play, and then whatever bug comes up, we just fix that then and there.
Fair enough.
Cool.
All right, excellent. All right, so gonna go back to my boring coding, guys. But yeah, let's catch up on Monday, and yeah, excellent. Yeah, I think it looks like we are getting that. We will get there. And I'm quite curious to see Francesco's new building as well, because that looked very, very complex. So
Yeah, I really wanted to see it today, but that's fine. I'll get up in Monday.
all right. Super. Right, so so that's it for my stream as well, because I only wanted to show the cool stuff, not like myself coding, because I got 0 views when I'm coding. I'm not as good looking
Yeah,
as
I'm
David.
kind of surprised you even have 8 people right now. That's crazy.
It's 'cause we're
I
showing
realize
off
you're
stuff.
sharing guns on the screen. Yeah.
It's only us. So,
Us.
all right. Excellent, guys. All right. Well, I'll catch you Monday.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
earlier. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Catch you later, guys. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.